Okay, hi everyone. We meet again today to do our last movie review about It movie, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so
It
It movie, not IT. Okay, so we're gonna start with Chelsea or me. Okay, you.
Okay, so we start with the plot of the story. So it sets on 1988. What? Okay. It's about a group of children. But it start with during the Bill's younger brother, named Georgie, that is being eaten by a monster during when he played the paper sailboat during a heavy rainfall. So based on the because of that, Georgie was found disappeared. Was not found dead, but disappeared. So his brother is still haunted by Georgie's disappearance and still neglect what the parents say, that his parents say that he already dead, something like that. But he still neglect. He still want to want some proof that Georgie is still alive. So he recruits some friends to investigate and believing that his brother might still be alive. So that group of children is like a group of losers. So they're always being bullied by some seniors like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That scene, I saw that scene that day. Yeah.
So during the investigation, they also found a missing a sneaker of a missing girl. But while they're investigating, they were being attacked by the bullies group. But unluckily, one of the bullies got eaten too by the monster.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so horror, right?
Some of them scream that on that scene, right?
Chelsea. Okay, so the group of friends includes Bill, the main character, and also the brother of the missing younger brother, Georgie, Richie, Eddie, Stan, and Beverly, the only girl in the group, and also Ben. So throughout the story, there also been each of the member of group has also encountered terrifying phenomena in various forms, basically based on their phobias. For example, the same clown who attacked Georgie, a headless boy, a fountain of blood, a disease and a rotting man, a creepy painting come to life, Mike's parents burning alive, and also a phantom Georgie. So they discovered that they all been terrorized by the same entity. So they call the monster It. So yeah, it's called the monster It. And based on the investigation, they assume It, appearance of what they fear, awakens every 27 years. Oh, someone scared. Someone already like remember the scene, right? The scared scene. Okay. It awakens every 27 years to feed on the children before returning to hibernation, and moves about by using the sewer lines, which all lead to a well currently under the abandoned house that at 29 Neighbourhood Street. So they went to the house. So they went to the house and want to fight with the monster. During that go to the house, they got separated, and some of them got terrorized. For example, Eddie breaks his arm, and Penny, and also suddenly Beverly impales the It through the head and forcing the clown to retreat. So after the encounter, the group begins to splinter, with only Bill and Beverly resolute in fighting it. So Chelsea, what happened next?
Okay. Next, week later, after Beverly confronts and incapacitates her sexual abusive father, she is abducted by Pennywise. So the loser club reassembles and travels back to the Nibble house to rescue her. And Bowers, who has killed his father after being compelled into madness by it, attack the group. So then, Mike he fight back and push Bowers down the well to his apparent death. Then, what happened is the losers descends into the sewers and find its underground lair. I don't know. So, which contain a mountain of decayed circus props and children's belongings, around which the body of missing children floats in mid-air. Then the Beverly, now catatonic after being exposed to its true form, is restored to conciseness as Ben kissed her. Yeah. Oh, so not appropriate for. So what happened next is Bill encountered Georgie but recognized that he is Pennywise in disguise. So Pennywise attacked the group and take Bill hostage, offering to spare the others if they let it keep Bill. And the loser reject this and reaffirm their friendship, overcoming their various fears. Then after a brief battle, they defeat Pennywise and it retreats, with Bill declaring that it will starve during its hibernation. And Bill finally accepts his brother death and is comforted by his friends. Then, as summer ends, Beverly informs the group of a vision that she had while catatonic. Well, she saw them fighting the creator as adults, and then the losers create a blood oath by cutting each other's hand and forming a circle, swearing to return to Derry in adulthood if it's returned and destroy the creator once and for all. Then Stanley, Eddie, Richie, Ma and Ben made their group by as the group part ways. At the end, Beverly tells Bill that she is leaving the next day to live with her aunts in Portland, and as she leaves, Bill runs up to her and they kiss. So yeah,
Whoa.
sweet ending.
So
So sweet ending. So yeah, what's
Okay,
next?
so Chelsea and Zubair have talked about the synopsis or something like plot of the story.
Yes.
So the story was quite interesting, right? During the days were
Yes,
quite
yes.
horror. So like
You
It's quite
scream,
horror.
you scream like
Yeah,
a
you
Yeah.
scream like a girl.
everyone screamed
Yuva.
that day, except for Wani.
And she's not here.
So next we're gonna proceed with our moral value. So how about you, Diana?
Okay, let me talk about the moral value. The first one is everyone is afraid of something. Like me, I am afraid of darkness. But in this movie, Bill was afraid that his little brother Georgie was dead. And another character is like Richie was afraid of clowns, which is the name is It.
Yeah.
Next one is Eddie was afraid of germs, sickness and disease, and Beverly was feeling afraid as she just started to have her period. And the next one is Ben was afraid of the headless boy in the history book, and Mike was haunted by the memory of his parents burning to death in the meat factory. And the next moral value is traps are way more effective when they are attractive. In this movie, Pennywise, the dancing clown, is a cunning predator. When it was hunting for Georgie, it tried to find out what was Georgie's favorite sweet treat and proceed to lure him with the promise of desserts in the sewers. It also used the boat that was given to Joji by his older brother, Bill, to cause him to reach out towards it. That gives that gave it the opportunity to bite off Georgie's arm. This was probably the scariest part of the whole movie, which is it shows how it mercilessly attacked a little child.
Yeah.
And Pennywise also tried to deceive and trap Bill down in the sewers by pretending to be his younger brother Georgie. This for me it was an attractive idea because it trying to lie.
Try to deceive
And
the...
it even got the one arm missing look right. Unfortunately for Pennywise, Bill saw through its disgust. So that's all moral value for me. Maybe Yuva can continue the moral value.
Another moral value, Yuva.
Okay, so I will add another 2 moral value from this storyline because I find that this is the most important moral value. First, your fear makes the enemy stronger. So it can be proven by when we see that Pennywise, the dancing clown, is the creature that feeds and thrives on its victim fear, and it scares them by manifesting as their deepest fear. On the flip side, once the kids of the loser club were no longer afraid of Pennywise, it became weak and powerless over them. And Bill even commented that it was starved to death. So it's one of the most important moral values. Yeah.
So important.
Yes, very, very important. So for the second moral value is you are weaker alone than in a group. We can see that the Pennywise, the dancing clown, attacked by the kids individually, scaring them with their darkest fear. When it used this strategy, the kids were truly afraid. Later, in the abandoned warehouse that led to Pennywise, the dancing clown lair, it tried to separate the kids of the loser club with several fear-based illusions on traps. Pennywise almost successfully devoured Eddie, but again, unfortunately for it, the rest of the gang came to his rescue. So it shows that when we are alone, it's weaker than we are in a group. So when you are in a group, we are alone. We have a lot of people, and each of us like more stronger. Like we can
support
cooperate
each other.
and
Support each other.
and attack our enemy.
Oh,
So next we go to our character. So what do you think about the character in this movie?
okay, there is some facts about this movie. Do you know that the Abyss Kagats, the child actors cannot, no, it's not cannot, it do not meet the it character. So that the child
I agree
so
with
that
you, actually.
the child actor will be filled with more fear to the Pennywise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think all the actors in this movie play their role successfully. So that's all. How about the
Memorable scenes.
Memorable scenes. So every movie have its memorable scenes for us, each of us. So what do you think about our memorable scene?
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So, in my opinion, the memorable scene for me is where the group has they misunderstood something about they had a small fighting about the plan where Pennywise plans to go to back to the house to explore more about the more about the
sewers.
The
sewers line.
So he planned to go back to see what in it, but some of the group members doesn't want to join. where they are scared, and one of their friends had been killed by the clown. So I think there's like the memorable, because in life we need to have a discussion, and that must be disagree and disagreement. So where the screen is, I think, quite interesting for me. How about you, Zuri?
So next, Zahid, what do you think about your memorable scene in this movie?
For me, the most memorable scene that I can recall is when Billy's brother named Georgie playing his boat, origami boat, during nearby his house. Suddenly, his boat was washed away by the rain, and then he met the clown named Pennywise. After that, Pennywise, Georgie's hand was eaten by the clown. So at first, and then Georgie was pulled away by the clown, and then the monster ate the Georgie. That's all I
think. I agree with you. Also, that was the most memorable scene. So, do you guys have other memorable scene that you guys want to share about the horror part or anything else? You?
The part that that part that boy that saw the clown at the house, and then he ran. I think that one of the memorable scene.
Yeah. So for you, that was the memorable scene.
Yeah,
so
it's
okay. So let's before we end our discussion, Ira, do you have any suggestion to whom this movie should be watched or something?
Actually, the movie it's not that scary, because for me, a part of it is funny. A part of it is
Which
funny.
part is funny?
Because actually the clown is funny itself.
Oh.
The clown is funny itself. There's scenes that the clown is funny, and then for me it's not that scary, and kids can watch it, but with their parents. And also Rotten Tomato also rate the movie 85%, and critics say that the movie is well acted and frightening with the emotional, effective story at its core. Because the movie actually adaptation from Stephen King novel. The novel is already popular, and after it's adapted to the movie is more popular, and the people waited for the movie actually. And then also for me, something else that I want to add. At the start of the end credit, the It logo appears on screen, but they start with chapter 1 added across it. So this means that the movie it's not the ending, because it's the only beginning.
27 years.
Yeah, because it's gonna happen 27 years later.
So we're gonna have It too.
It too, yes, and we can watch it. With the kids.
Yeah, with our kids.
Yeah,
Years.
Yes, later.
Okay.
And we can review the movie again.
Yeah, with our kids. So that's all for today. So do you guys have any addition for this movie? No. Okay. At last we have finished our movie review. So yeah. Bye. So that's all for today. Thank you